What's up, guys? Welcome to part 2 of my Q&A vlog. If you didn't see the first part of the vlog, I'll link it down below and try to put it up here or whatever you do on YouTube. But the first vlog was just random questions that people ask me. This vlog is gonna be all about porn and sex. So I asked you guys on my Twitter and my Instagram for questions you guys had about porn, sex-related things, anything like that. And these are the questions you guys asked. What's your favorite position? Definitely my favorite position is missionary. I'll tell you why. I like to be in control when I'm fucking. I like to be on top in a dominant position. I like to grab the girl and hold her close. You know, I like the most skin contact possible. So to just be like smothered on top of the girl. And I like to put her neck right here on my shoulder so I can kind of control her with it and choke her a little bit with it and just like hold her down and just stare into her eyes. I can see into her soul when I'm fucking her and know if she likes it, knows when she's coming, and it's just my favorite position is missionary. My second favorite would be cowgirl because it's kind of the same thing, but the girl's on top working it, so I also like that position. Does your penis ever get sore from working so much or doing scenes or having sex so much? And the answer to that is definitely yes. My dick definitely gets sore and it'll get kind of chafed, you know, and red and just kind of hurt, just like any skin you would rub for a good amount of time is gonna get kind of raw. So that definitely does happen, and it does kind of suck when it's raw, but it still feels good even though it's raw and you have to go to work. How can I do sex for a long time? Well, I did a video about this, about premature ejaculation and just generally lasting longer in bed. I'll also link it down below or put it up here somewhere if I can do that. YouTube, I'm not sure. I gotta read this one, it's kind of long. If you could do a DP scene with Kissa, which male porn star would you choose? They gave me a list. Bruce Ventura, J-Mac, Julian Rios, or Chris Diamond. Well, I gotta say out of that list, I know Julian the best. Julian is a guy that kind of gave me my start when I first came in the business. He owned one of the companies that hired me the most, or when I was new. So I like Julian a lot. I have a lot of respect for Julian, but he's been out of the business now for, man, I don't know, 6-7 years. So I definitely can't say Julian. I'm gonna go with J-Mac. I really like J-Mac. I've met him a couple times. We have a similar look. We have a similar sex style, I feel like. Similar porn style. And I don't know, I just feel like because of those reasons, I would pick J-Mac. It'd almost be like my twin doing a DP. Actually, that's a good idea. Maybe me and J-Mac should start like a site. What do I eat before shooting? If I'm not on set that long, I'll always take a protein bar and a smoothie to set. Not just something light like a fruit smoothie with whey protein in it. If I'm on set for a long time, I'll generally order some sort of light vegan meal or vegetarian meal, just because if I eat meat, I don't want it to slow me down or, you know, take away my energy. I always try to conserve my energy and save my energy for the scene because that's when I need it. How did you lose your virginity and at what age? I gotta say, losing my virginity wasn't a great experience. I was way too young. I was 15 years old, and I have to say, kids should not be having sex at 15. It's just way too long. I didn't know anything. It wasn't fun. It wasn't pleasurable. It just wasn't a good experience. So I gotta say, anyone younger out there that's thinking about losing their virginity and starting to have sex, really make sure you're ready, and it's gonna be a good time, because you don't want your first experiences to be awful or embarrassing. It can just lead to problems down the road. So just really wait until, I hate to be cliche and say wait till the right person and blah blah blah, but really you want to be comfortable with the person. That way if something doesn't work out, if you're a two-pump chump, you know, you can kind of go again and work it out and figure it out together. But I don't know, 15 is way too young. At least wait a couple years. What happens if I masturbate too much? Nothing really. I used to masturbate. Fuck, most of my childhood and teens I masturbated 2 or 3 times a day, and I'm just fine. So masturbate your life away. I don't think it's really a negative thing, except you could probably be doing more positive things in the time you're masturbating. I don't think it negatively hurts your body at all. Is there a vasectomy in your future? This is something I've been thinking about more and more. I would say that Kiss and I don't want to have kids, so there's really no reason for me not to get a vasectomy at this point. I'm 39 years old. My dad had me when he was 43, so I still have a couple years if we decide to have kids, but really it's just safer with our lifestyle and our business. It's just safer, and I have to say I've really been considering it lately, and I'm kind of 50-50 about it, leaning towards getting a vasectomy, but I don't know, we'll see. I gotta think about it a little bit more. Who besides Kissa have you done the most scenes with? I'm not real sure, but I would probably say either Madison Ivy or Monique Alexander. They've been around about the same time that I have. We all started kind of the same time. They've both been really big on Brazzers, and I've shot a lot of Brazzer scenes. And for those reasons, I think those two are probably up there in the most amount of scenes I shot. Kissa is obviously number one, and then I'm not sure, probably Madison Ivy or Monique Alexander. I've done the most scenes with after Kissa. In past Q&A, you answered that you preferred pussy to anal. Has your views changed? My views have not changed. I still prefer vagina over anal. I don't know why, it's just a preference. I just enjoy vagina better than anal. I like anal, don't get me wrong, it's fun. I always say that vagina is like the hole that's inviting you in. It's warm, it's wet, it's inviting, it wants you to come in, it wants you to be there, it wants you to stay there. And anal is the exact opposite. Like, your asshole doesn't want a giant dick in there, so it's always like pushing you out and trying to not let you in. It's hard to get in and doesn't really want you in there and doing all these things to get you out of there. So I feel like for whatever reason, I like to be invited in to where I'm going. I don't want to be pushed out. So for that reason, I like vag and not anal. I still do like anal sex. I don't necessarily like doing anal sex scenes, because in an anal sex scene, you're having sex for, 25, 30 minutes of really straight anal most of the time, and I get numb because it's not an inviting hole, it's hard. So for those reasons, I like vag more than anal. How do I get a bigger load? Well, that's a question a lot of guys ask and want to know. A guy hit me up that wrote for Vice and was writing an article about this, and I wrote this whole long article about it. All of these tips and tricks and things I do to get the biggest load. I wrote this whole article, and his article came out and he used like one little thing from what I wrote. So that's another thing I want to do, is do a whole vlog on having a bigger load or a bigger cum shot. It's something all guys think about, and we all want a big load for whatever reason. I don't know. In porn, it's specifically important. You need a big load. I want to do a whole vlog about it, so look for that coming up. Will you ever make VR porn, virtual reality porn? And probably not. I've heard those sets are really kind of awful, and it takes forever to shoot a VR movie. And to be honest, I don't get VR. The majority of people jerking off are doing it in privacy, but not privacy. Like, there's usually someone else in the house. You're usually not kicked back on the sofa with your goggles on, jerking off. It just doesn't usually work like that. You're usually nervous that somebody's gonna walk in, and you don't want to be caught with your pants down with these VR goggles on. So for that reason, I don't get VR porn. And for the reason that I've heard it takes 3, 4, 5 times longer to shoot it than a regular porn, I don't really want to do VR porn. When and why would you stop porn? I have to say I'll probably never technically, officially retire from porn. Porn is always something I'll be interested in and always something I want to do. I mentioned it before, I've always said that I'll retire at 40. I'm 39 now, and I'm not gonna retire at 40, I'm just not. Kits and I plan on moving to Mexico next year in January, but we're still gonna do porn scenes. I'm still gonna fly back and work. It's just not something I'm ready to quit. I feel good, I'm in great shape, I can still do great scenes, so I don't really see a reason to quit or stop. And especially it's something I love to do. It's a part of me. I love it, and I don't want to stop. Luckily, I have a loving girlfriend that also enjoys porn and doesn't mind me fucking other girls, which is great. What makes a girl good in bed? I would say a girl that knows what she wants is a huge turn on. Girls that just kind of lay there and don't really know, that's not really a turn on. You have to know what you want and kind of take what you want. The guy can still be in control, but you know, if you want sex, initiate it. I find that a lot in girls. They don't initiate sex. They always wait for the guy to initiate it. But the hottest thing to a guy is when a girl initiates sex. Now, whether it's your girlfriend or a one-night stand, it doesn't matter. It's still hot when the girl initiates it. If she pushes you up against the wall and starts making out with you and grabbing your dick and takes your dick out, like there's nothing hotter than that. You're hard instantly. I don't care who you are. That and also being just confident that you're good in bed, whether you are or not. And for me, a big thing in fucking a girl and in bed is eye contact. Like I want to fucking stare into your eyes and your soul and know what you're thinking and, you know when you're coming and just read you through your eyes. It's so hot to me. That's one of my favorite things about sex is staring into the girl's eyes. So just be confident and know what you want, take what you want, make eye contact, and just make us guys feel special. That's what we want. We want to feel special, you know? What do you plan for the future? Well, this year we're gonna keep working on our site, sinslife.com. We're gonna bring in all kinds of new girls for threesomes. I'm gonna keep working for Brazzers and some other companies for the next year, and we're just basically working our asses off and saving some money so we can go on the next adventure in our life, which is Mexico, the Caribbean, beach life again. So I'm really looking forward to that. All right, guys, thank you for watching this vlog all about porn and sex. If you have any other porn or sex questions, comment below, and on the next sex porn Q&A, I'll answer your questions. Thank you guys. Please like, share, and subscribe to this vlog. All right, guys.
Check out our merchandise at shopsinslife.com.